Welcome to Surds Level 3, one step in a level by level practice course. Pause the video now, try the problems on the screen, and I'll go through them with you shortly. At the end of the video, you can use the end screen to either practice more at this level or move up to the next one, and you can find topic by topic playlists on the channel homepage. In problem 1, we're simplifying the square root of 6 multiplied by the square root of 15. Now, since neither 6 nor 15 can be divided by any of the square numbers on our list, we can't simplify them individually. So what we need to do is multiply them together. And to multiply two surds together, we multiply the numbers in those surds together. So the square root of 6 multiplied by the square root of 15 is the same as the square root of 6 times 15. And because 6 times 15 is 90, this becomes a square root of 90. To finish simplifying, we need to do a final check to see whether 90 can be divided by any of the numbers on our square number list. And it can. 90 can be divided by 9. So the square root of 90 can be rewritten as the square root of 9 multiplied by the square root of 10, because 9 times 10 is 90. And we can now square root the 9 to give us 3, so this becomes 3 root 10. So 3 root 10 is our final answer to problem 1. In problem 2, we're simplifying 2 root 5 multiplied by 3 root 7. Now to start, we can't simplify either of those surds individually because they're prime numbers and they can't be divided by any of the numbers on our square number list. So we can go straight into multiplying. Now looking at the numbers first outside of those surds, we have 2 times 3, and 2 times 3 is 6. To multiply the surds together, the square root of 5 times the square root of 7 is just the same as the square root of 5 times 7, and 5 times 7 is 35, so this becomes 6 root 35. Our final check to fully simplify is to see whether 35 can be divided by any of the square numbers on our list, and it can't, so 6 root 35 is our final answer to problem 2. In problem 3, we're simplifying the square root of 18 multiplied by the square root of 18. Now there are different ways of doing this, but by far the easiest is just to understand that when you multiply a surd by itself, the surd part disappears. So this means that the square root of 18 multiplied by the square root of 18 just gives us 18. And that's our final answer to problem 3. In problem 4, we're simplifying 3 root 6 squared. Now when we square a number, it means that we're multiplying it by itself. So this is equivalent to 3 root 6 multiplied by itself, so times 3 root 6. Now we can simplify this by looking at the numbers outside the surd separately from the surds themselves. So look at the numbers outside, we have 3 times 3, which gives us 9. Now root 6 multiplied by root 6 is a surd that's being multiplied by itself. And when that happens, the square root part disappears and it just leaves the number that was underneath. So the square root of 6 multiplied by the square root of 6 is just 6. So we have 9 times 6. And because 9 times 6 is 54, 54 is our final answer to problem 4. In problem 5, we're simplifying 2 root 3 plus 2 multiplied by root 12 plus 1. Now here we're expanding the product to 2 brackets. And if you'd like a bit more help with expanding brackets in general, take a look in the top right corner where you can see my course on expanding brackets. Now back to the problem, we need to expand these by first multiplying together the first 2. So we have 2 root 3 multiplied by root 12. Now the root 12 is a 1 root 12. So we can start by doing 2 times 1, which is 2. And the square root of 3 times the square root of 12 is the same as the square root of 3 times 12. Next we can multiply 2 root 3 by 1. And this just gives us plus 2 root 3. Next we have 2 multiplied by 1 root 12, which is just going to give us 2 root 12, and finally 2 multiplied by 1 is just plus 2. Now looking at the first term, we can simplify the surd by multiplying together 3 and 12, and 3 times 12 is 36. So we get 2 root 36. Now looking at our list of square numbers, we can't simplify 2 root 3 anymore, so this just stays as 2 root 3, but 2 root 12 we can, because we can divide 12 by 4, which is a square number. So 2 root 12 becomes plus 2 root 4, and because 4 times 3 is 12, we have a root 3 after it, and then a plus 2 on the end. Now back to the first term, the square root of 36 is 6. So this becomes 2 times 6. We have plus 2 root 3, which can't be simplified. And then we have plus 2, and the square root of 4 is 2. This becomes times 2 root 3, and we have a plus 2 on the end. Now again at the start we can simplify, so 2 times 6 is 12, we have a plus 2 root 3, then 2 times 2 root 3 gives us plus 4 root 3, and we have plus 2 at the end. Finally we can simplify together by collecting together the like terms. So we have 12 plus 2, which gives us 14, and then we have a plus 2 root 3 plus 4 root 3, which gives us plus 6 root 3. So 14 plus 6 root 3 is our final answer to problem 5.